Good evening, Kwala. Thanks very much for your time this evening. What did you make of the very serious allegations that the ANC's CEO made?
Look, I think what is happening in the ANC is kind of something that we as South Africans, we need to really appreciate, because we have been held at ransom by these petty squabbles of the ANC leadership. And so whether the phone is being bugged or not, we have many and most important thing as a society that we have to concentrate at achieving. We have an issue of ESCOM and lots of other people who have squandered the money that is supposed to serve the poor in our country. And so what is he crying about, I think to us, is no longer relevant, because we have been in this before, and then we've been betrayed. And so I think the society now is more interested on what matters most for South Africa, rather than for an individual who cry on something that we might find out that at the later stage is not true.
But shouldn't South Africans be concerned? Let's say a lot of people believe that the ANC is the party that should be elected on the 8th of May. Right? And then when things like these then come out, then some people then worry, because they're like, if we were to give the ANC our vote, it would mean that we would still, as has been the case in the past, be held ransom by these factions who don't care about the bigger picture you are talking about, but who are interested in their own personal and career issues.
Look, I think Cyril, he's got a sense of what South Africa currently is yearning for. I think he knows very well that he has made a pact with the South Africans, and he is not with those NEC members. He's got a pact with the South African, not with the NEC members. Hence, his language is more sympathetic to the cry of the South Africans, rather than to a cry of an individual who is embroiled in allegations that are so regressive to our country. And so we as South Africans, as I've said, we have been here before, we were blind, and now our eyes are open, and we can see the truth, and we can see something that is trying to derail us, and something that is trying to take us out of the sight. If an individual is claiming that his phone is being bugged, it means that he's got an evidence. Let him provide the evidence of that. But we as South Africans, if a thief or anyone who's doing wrong thing in our country and is under investigation, yes, he's supposed to be part. We need no longer to be sympathetic to people who are really squandering our coffers.
But isn't it those factions that will decide whether or not to keep Cyril Ramaphosa after the 8th of May in the event the ANC wins the election?
I think they are punching above their weight. Look, the ANC currently is hanging on the cotton thread of the society. The society now is dictating of what is supposed to happen. Bear in mind that ANC is the People's Party. And even for the fact that Cyril is there, can you imagine any other person than Cyril to lead the ANC? Can you imagine DD? If they remove Cyril, are we going to have DD as the president of the country? Trust me, that will be the revolt. The ANC must understand that we are no longer indebted to the past. We want the best future for our kids, and we want the best person from the ANC. The past is gone, we understand it, but also the past, we have been fooled in the past. But now, if the ANC still want to be the moral compass of our society, they must give us the best person. Can you imagine? Who else can be the best in that top 6 apart from Cyril? Can it be Didi? Can it be Gwede? Can it be Jessie? Or can it be Paul? Trust me, the society, if they remove Cyril, the society will revolt. It will be for the first time where, remember that in the past, the ANC protected JZ, and the society said, we don't want this man. This time, if ANC can remove Cyril, and then that will mean the end of the ANC.
Should we underestimate the desperation and the lengths they may want to go with? And I'm referring here to those who who want to protect themselves from going to jail or from having to pay back the monies that they looted and plundered from state coffers.
Look, these guys, they parade themselves as the thinkers and the people who understand the balance of forces. They must understand now that the balance of forces is not on their side. The only thing that Cyril is supposed to do, and surely the South African that they will be happy, is to see some of these thieves going to jail. We have known who are these thieves. There are these allegations. They must be proven and they must be arrested, and then we as South African, we can say that the ANC is taking something, there is a new dawn. But if they are still going to talk and negotiate and no one is going behind bars, trust me, there is no new dawn. The new dawn is going to be determined by seeing some of these prominent people who steals our money going behind bars. We need not to be apologetic and be sympathetic or trying to be philosophical around this thing. And also, we must not use the issue of black as a cover to protect thieves. If a person is black and is a thief, let him serve his jail term because he's stealing from the poor.
That's what we're going to leave it. Thanks very much for coming through. Political analyst Xolani Dube.